back everybody, and we have something special today. So we're taking a pause from our Transformers reviews to give way to this item that just came in the mail just today, a few minutes ago, and I am just super excited about it. You can see that iconic emblem right there, that cross, the crown. So from days of long ago, from uncharted regions of the universe, yes sirree, we have the Voltron Micro. This is the Micro Voltron from Lucky Cat. So this is really cool because I've been expecting this and just came in the mail. So let's just do a very quick unboxing of this thing. Hoo-wee, I am excited. That is just looking great. The box looks pretty nice. So it's Microcosmos, MC-01 Elvis. Let's try to open this. Really nice looking box. You see the eyes of Voltron right there. Pretty plain looking back. You see the sword and the shield. You got the product shot of these little guys right here. So let's try to open it. And oh, look at that. Woo-wee. That looks phenomenal. It is heavy, by the way. We have, I guess these are the weapons from the lions, so I'm just gonna put that there. We have this little package right here, which contains the manual. Just throw that away. I don't need those. Box mode. Try to open it. Lion 1, 2, 3. So they can't. I guess they can't say green line, blue line. They might get sued. But it's pretty straightforward, and if you know how to transform a Voltron, most likely it's pretty much the same. So let's get this guy out of his plastic prison. Throw that away. We don't need those packagings. Oh man, this is heavy. Whoa. How do you rotate that? Okay, yeah, you can. Don't want to break it. But that is looking fantastic. Look at that. Try to focus. Look at that face sculpt. Whoa. They have placed a lot of attention to detail on this thing. And I know the mold was not really original. This is I think this is from that Korean modeler, and then they knocked it off, and they have that other bigger Voltron that does not transform or separate into separate lions, but it's just like a big one, and it's die cast. I'm trying to get one of those too, but I'm on the shelf I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna really buy that thing, because it doesn't separate into lions. So this though is really great. Look at that. Wow. Just take a look at the attention to detail on this thing right now. Yeah, that is so cool. It's heavy plastic, folks. It's not cheap plastic. This thing is just really heavy. Can the mouth move? Oh yeah, it can. Look at that. Although I have a quick gripe right off the bat that they're pretty much the same lions, just in different color, because you know that the green lion would have like a circular mouth and it's more rounded, and then the red lion would be a little more boxy kind of looking. Another gripe right now is that there's too much red here. I mean, if you notice, there should be like an outline of white somewhere there. But other than that, this is a really awesome looking toy. So articulation, let's try to check out articulation. Ooh, it's coming loose. It's really articulate. I mean, you have so much point of articulation right here. There you go. Wow. This is so cool. Does it have... Oh, it has ankle rockers. Look at that. You can have ankle tilts. The lion heads move. I don't know. I don't want to break it. It doesn't move. It opens the jaw. Like... You know that part of the Voltron, and they like show their feet and their hands. So that's pretty cool. But I haven't really played much with this, and I know that this is like a, what do you call this, an homage to the Beast boxes, because they turn into boxes. So we're going to try to figure out how to get these guys transformed. But overall, I am just falling and, you know, head over heels over this Voltron. This is a very nice modern take on that amazing robot from the 80s. That is just super cool. Take a look at the back. Look at that. So smooth. No, it's not too, what do you call this, overwhelming to look at from the back. You know that the feet are there. You have, I don't know why there's a little T right there, but it's pretty smooth. It's pretty, what do you call this, really, it's not cluttered, or it's not kibble heavy. That's what I would say. That's pretty much. So this is something that I bought from HK Hobby. It's a toy store here in the Philippines. It took a while for them to get it. It's possibly because when I got this, it was the Christmas season, and you know, the Christmas rush was really bad. So it just came like 2 months later, February. Let's see if we can let them hold the sword. Yeah, it's pretty stable. I don't know where this would go though. Does it go here? I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure it out. But very plain looking shield. There we go. I love the chrome though. Very nice chrome. So we're gonna take a pause really quick, okay? And we'll be right back after these few messages from Voltron. Return to Voltron. Yes, so we are back, ladies and gentlemen. You can see they're in their lion modes right now, so that is really cool. We're gonna take a look at each of the lions. So one of my favorites definitely would be Lance's red lion, and you can see that it's a pretty small looking lion. And by the way, it comes along with these these armaments, and I'm not even sure if it's the right way to put them, but I was just fiddling around with them, and it looks cool this way. It's very articulate as well. There's so much articulation going on in lion mode. You could even have it like crouched like that, like a pouncing mode. The tail is not too long, but it's enough for you to have some motion right there, and you can even turn it like this, turn it like that. The head moves up and down, but not really. There's no head swivel, so you can't really move it from, like, tilt it. So that's a minus right there. Really nice plastic. I think I mentioned that already. I mean, I can't really get over having such a quality looking plastic. Very heavy feel right there. So that's the red lion. Let's put Lance's lion right there. This is Pidge's lion, and this is the green lion. It's pretty much the same. Like what I said, my gripe right off the bat is it's very much the same as the red lion. It's not even something that would have a striking difference. It's round, it's not round, it's very boxy, and we know that the green lion was a little more round. I like the green, but it could have been better if they made it a little more jungle green, darker green, because the one in the cartoon definitely had a darker tint to it. So I'm guessing they're trying to focus on the toy and trying to make it a little more toy accurate. So I also placed that armament right here, so it rotates kind of like, so here. So remember, in the cartoon they would generate like weaponry by just saying that, and just magically materializes, and that's cool because Voltron is a combination of science and magic. So we're gonna put that there. Next, let's take out Allura's lion. So here is the blue lion. Again, no head movement or whatsoever, so it's pretty stiff. Really bad. If they made that head move and tilt from side to side, that would have been fantastic. There is also that crunch factor right there, so you can have that pouncing motion. The legs can move to the side, but the front paws or the front limbs, they don't really have that much articulation because you can't even have it go to the side. The only thing that you could do would be the back side right here. I also placed a little cannon beside it. Other than that, that's pretty much it for Allura's Blue Lion. Let's now move to Hunk's Yellow Lion. I think this is one of the most colorful and really nice looking out of the 5. Reminds me of the saber-toothed tiger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but you know, they're the OG. It's probably the Power Rangers who copied these guys. It's pretty much the same, but the color is just really striking. Again, no difference. Remember that there would be that round faceplate from Hunk's Lion, and there should be that, well, that's the cannon, and that cannon should move up, and there should be tail spoilers right here, but we don't get that from the micro Voltron or the Elvis MC-01. There you go. So, and finally, I was really excited about the Black Lion because he's the bulkiest of all, but right off the bat, I'm a little disappointed because they did not color the lower jaw with the upper jaw with the same plastic. It's black, it looks pretty cheap, and when I transformed it, this thing fell off. So you be careful with that. You need something to pry it with so that it easily goes down. I like the metallic paint used on this thing. As you can see, I placed the bigger cannons on this bruiser right here. Although with the cannons placed, you cannot fold out the wings. He is very reminiscent to Razor Claw from the Predacons, and you have that same kind of transformation where you just really have to put the thighs into this motion and then just bring the back legs like so. And yeah, it kind of looks like a crouching dogman or like werewolf. So that's pretty much it. Really heavy stuff. There you go. Really nice looking. And let's try to form Voltron, okay? And let's remove the armaments first. So this thing is an extender piece. It can't really connect that way because they're both female ports, so you have to do that. Try to bend that here. Pretty much the same technique that you would have with the Voltron that you grew up with and know. So I'm just really trying to make sure that it's all properly there. So you gotta align that. Okay, because this thing, you have to pull this down, and that's going to be that. Give me a second, try to. Maybe I have it backwards. But anyway, so, and then this piece right here, you have to flip that and then just fold it like so. Gotta get this thing right here. So you have to fold it like that and then just bring it there. So that's one. I'm trying to make sure that the back legs, there we go. Can't see, there we go. So I guess you have to really do it that way instead of this way because it's more compact looking. I'm gonna try to. Doesn't let me though. Okay, there you go. There you have it. Okay, so that's it. Let's take this. Same thing as we did with the first. And when we're back in the 80s, you know, like Voltron was really the big thing aside from Transformers. I really wanted to have the Lion Voltron, but I couldn't really get one because it was darn expensive. So I settled for the Voltron vehicle team, which my mom bought me, and I kind of lost it in the process, but that was the Voltron that I brought to school, and everybody just laughed because they said that that wasn't Voltron. I think it was the first time they'd seen it, but in Japan I think it was already something that they knew as Dairuger. So there, we have the hands, and let's take a look at the legs. Bring the head like so, fold them like here, and then just bring this that, and voila. So that's how you want to do the legs. Very compact. And then just get the tail piece, fold it again like so, and bada bing, bada boom. So you got that. Now the cool thing about this is it doesn't really insert and lock like there's a hole, but there's a space, there's a gap right here where the legs of the black lion would fit into that slot. So we're gonna put that there. Let's do the same thing for Hunk. There you go. It's very intuitive. Like what I said, if you transform and you've gotten a Voltron before, you pretty much know how to play around with this thing. So we got the legs. Let's get the cannons off of the black lion. So by the way, the cannons were connected to that hole right there, so you could just really easily put that. And there you go. Fold the tail first. This time it's a little different because it's going to go like this. So he has the longest tail, and then you flip it like that. So it's now down in the back. Bring this whole assembly down. Okay. Bring the crotch guard. Okay. And then you have, of course, to align this section so that it would form that T shape. Bring this right here. Okay, and then make sure that the legs are shaped that way. Same goes with this. Just rotate that and make sure that's aligned, and then just bring it like so, and you're pretty much ready. So you can then, okay, so this is that part that I was a little afraid of, because you need to get that, you see that head right there, the face? There's a clip, and then you gotta bring it down. And if you don't do that correctly, the lower jaw drops off. Just bring the horns up like that, and try to get that thing there. Oh, there we go. So that was the first. Oh, yeah, that's a bowl joint, and you don't want to get that mushroom peg having a problem. So we're ready to form Voltron. So let's form feet and legs. There you go. So you can see that it would snugly fit into that slot right there. There you go. Form feet and legs. There you go. Form arms and torso. Yeah, that is so cool. And I'll form the head. And there you have it, folks. Micro Voltron. It is from Microcosmos. Micro MC-01 Elvis. I don't know why they call him Elvis, though. It's probably because he kind of looks like Elvis. Although I can't really say, because I don't see Elvis in Voltron. Now, if you take a look, there's a hole inside the lion, the red lion, and the green lion's mouth, so you can fit the sword. And it doesn't really connect that well. But if you angle it right, you are gonna get it. So I'm trying to bring that. Sorry. There you go. I've been focusing on the lower part of it. Now you can see it. Now you can see the beautiful and the glorious looking Voltron right there. There you go. Now, can we put the armaments while he's in Voltron mode? I do believe so. But that would be a little weird because we know that Voltron didn't really have armaments while he's in robot mode. But I'm gonna try to figure out how to connect them. I'm gonna pause the video, and we're also going to figure out how to transform him into the box mode. And maybe a little size comparison here and there. So I'll be right back. Voltron will be right back after these messages. We're back. And let's take a look at a quick size comparison with another robot. I couldn't find any Voltron or Transformer that would be handy to do a size comparison with the Microcosmos Elvis 01. But I was able to find this lying around my computer desk. So we have a very dusty Strike Gundam. And that was the reason why I felt that this is pretty big for something that's small, because he is almost the size of a master grade. So this is a 1:100 master grade Gundam, and this is the Voltron from Microcosmos, and they're not far off in size. So it's a pretty big figure for its size. You know, when they say it's micro, it doesn't really look that micro if you pair it with something like master grade Gundam. So really good size, really nice heft, really nice weight to it. So we're gonna put, I don't know where to put this guy. And let's try to find a transformer. I can't find a transformer right now that's modern. So I still have the old IDW. What do you call this? What's the name of this guy? Totally forgot. Skids. There we go. And the deluxe is pretty small. So this is not really the modern deluxe, but still a deluxe figure. And you would see that he is still bigger than the Transformer. So let's get that guy out of there. Do we have any more size comparison? Yeah. Oh god, this is heavy. So compared to, oh my goodness. Ay, ay, ay. He's gonna get crushed if this falls down. So compared to the Playmates Voltron, so this is the Playmates Voltron, and you can see he's just the size of the blue line and the yellow line right now, and this thing is just towering. This is massive. Right there. So if you have not gotten the Playmates Voltron, I suggest grab the Playmates Voltron because he is worth it. He is definitely a bang for your buck. Although the focus of today's review is this little guy, and this little guy right here is definitely also a bang for your buck. You know, you won't go wrong with this Microcosmos Voltron. So there you go, big bro and little bro right there. We're gonna take another pause and finally transform this guy in his compact box mode, and we'll have some parting words. We'll be right back. And honestly, that was a doozy to transform. I totally did not enjoy transforming these guys into their box mode. The manual is not really that specific, especially when it comes to these guys. So the green lion and the red lion, there's this component that you have to, it's like a puzzle. You have to figure out how to transform this section. I mean, you got to remove, so there's this thing. So the armaments would form like that, and then there's this plate. There you go. So you have to figure out that you got to make this into this shape, and I wasn't really familiar about doing that, so it took me a while to figure out how to do it. And you can snap that there, See, I don't even, so there, it's back up like this. And I think I even got the numbering wrong, but the thing here is that once you transform it into that box mode, you can then put the shield right there and pretty much look like that. The easiest to transform was this. So pretty much you had them in lion mode, and what happened was, try to reverse transform them. So from the leg mode right there, this little assembly was covering this section right there, and you would have that section now exposed so you could fit the black lion's legs right there. Now what you want to do is just bring that whole assembly up, put the cannons from the side, put them here, and then just rotate this, and then just bring it right here. Now there's a peg right there that would snap into the blue lion's head, and pretty much the same thing that would happen here for the yellow lion. So you just have to snap that. Now the thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you have these extra little kibbles right there, and hook them up to this side. So the cannon that you connected would have a hole, and then there will be a hole right here, and all you have to do now is snap that in place, and pretty much you have the easiest out of the 5. So this is really one of my favorites. Now this is a horror to transform. I just really am not feeling this. First off, this had so many points of articulation and fiddling with that you have to, it's a puzzle on its own. So I was looking at the what do you call this, manual, and I really took the time to figure out how to do it. And if you don't pay attention, it's, you know, aside from paying attention to the product shots from the box, you might not be able to really transform it, or you have to look at a video. So let's try to do this right here. I'm going to transform him into his original mode, and then try to transform him back. Okay. So many things going on with the black lion. It's just, it's a hassle to transform. I don't even know why there was a need for a box mode. Again, this is probably because they're trying to go for the beast box system. Okay, so once you have him in his lion head mode, I mean, I'm not gonna try to do that. Rotate the head like so, open the chest, and there will be a hole right there where you could slide that in and flip this down. Now this arm section right here, you can open it like that, and then earlier it was like this because it was facing the chest side, the red pieces. So rotate that. They should be facing backwards, okay? And this is that weird part, okay? So initially it would be like that, and it should be, you know, you should be able to rotate it this way. Try to rotate that. That's difficult. So there. So this is the crotch piece, right? In the Voltron mode, you would see it that way, but you want to rotate it now, making sure that the back end would be facing you, and the cross would be now facing backwards. Once you flip it, you would then be able to bring this section right here. You see that? I didn't even know that you could do that to the crotch piece. Once you pull this out, this will be free, and then you can rotate it and then snap it to that section down in the back. Bring this up again. So now that you have this, okay, just try to pull it out. There's a slider right there. Bring this, you know, thigh guards right there, or crotch guards, whatever you want to call them. Bring that in. Rotate this. Oh my goodness. Right? And as you notice, the legs are parted sideways. And make sure that it's in this motion. You see that? So you want to end up having that, and then just bring it up. So it's like the lion legs are flipped down like that one, and they're like praying. And then you can then bring this and fold it, so now you have like a box kind of setup right there. And this is where these pieces would go. The canvas would be like this, so unflip them like that, so there will be covers. Put them in the holes here, the one that we placed them earlier, and there's a slot where the lock, this thing right here, would lock in place. Oh man, that is just tight. I can't fit it. It's just, this is a doozy to transform, I'm telling you that. I will not put these guys back in box mode forever. They are not staying in box mode. It's going to be in robot mode, in Voltron mode, and that's it. I hate the transformation of this thing. So there. Now I noticed that there's a letter T. I just realized that's not a letter T, that's a number 1. It should be like that. But that's pretty much it. And then you can then bring, it's not even aligned. You see that? It's not even, I don't know if I did it right. You tell me, put it in the comments if I did this thing right. I was just trying to do it, like trying to copy whatever is shown here plus the box. And there you go. So I don't even know if you can connect them together. Maybe I'm missing a piece. I have this. I don't know where that go, but based from the box it looks like that. So I think I achieved it. So hooray! And that is just a pain to transform. I'm telling you, it hurts. This thing hurts to transform in box mode. It is not the best mode. I'm telling you that. I like this figure. I like it a lot, but it's not worth it to transform it in box mode. If you're going to transform it in box mode, why would you want to get Voltron and put it in a cube type setup, right? So I don't really know. Oh, is that how it's supposed to be? Because I feel like it's locking. I don't know. But there, you have it. Final pause. We'll transform this back. Ooh, I'm going to have to transform these little cubes back into their lion and robot mode. So I'll be right back after these messages. We are back. And look at that. We have Voltron in his armed mode. We placed all of the weaponry on this guy, and he looks great. He actually looks great. And I really think that this Voltron right here is something that you definitely want to get. He is out now in the market. I got it really late. Some of us, some folks most likely have their Voltron already, and he's just awesome to look at. I'm not a big fan of the box mode, the cube mode. Definitely, I'm not going to transform that this Voltron back into that mode. But other than that, the lion modes are very cool. The only gripe that I have would be that black lion face, the lower jaw is not colored white or gray. But other than that, it's just really a bang for your buck. It's an amazing toy. It's heavy plastic. It doesn't feel cheap. Really great articulation. Colors are vibrant and fantastic. So if you have the chance to get this, or if you have anyone who can help you get this, I suggest get this now. And it is definitely not going to steer you wrong. It is just a fantastic, awesome looking Voltron figure. And I wish somebody would make this as an OS. I just wish some KO company would make this like bigger, maybe the size of the Playmates Voltron. But other than that, I'm really happy with this figure. I'm contented with what I have. It's definitely going to go to my shelf and have it displayed in a very nice pose. I'm going to think of how I'm going to pose it. Maybe get an action stand or something. But yeah, this is the Microcosmos MC-01 Elvis again, and that is your Voltron cube figures right there. So I hope you liked the review. We have tons more of toys that's going to review. We're going to continue with our Transformers review. And we're also going to talk about the Legends class figures that I just recently got, fresh from China. And we are going to continue with all of that. So again, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Click on that subscribe button. Hit that notification icon. Give us some comments. Give us some feedback. And remember, team, that we appreciate you helping us out. We have only a few more subscribers that we need to go and get so that we can hit that 1,000 mark. Thank you again for everyone who's been subscribing, and this is pretty much it for me. And remember, team, till all are one. Peace out. Rock and roll.